The next step is to go on the offensive and to eradicate this Nazi-type Hamas. In my life, I've never used the term Nazi for anything but the original Nazis. We are talking about monsters who rape, sever parts of bodies, abduct 85-year-old women and 2-month-old babies. This is not an enemy. This is a monster, and we're going to treat it as such.
And we've just heard from a woman whose entire family have been taken. While pursuing Hamas, how is the IDF going to make sure that civilians, ordinary Palestinians, are not caught up in the violence?
The responsibility for all the Israelis in captivity lies with Hamas. I can tell you right now that Hamas, Nazi Hamas, is soon to feel the full wrath of the Israeli people. What we do is when there's a building or any Hamas-related infrastructure, we tell the people, get out of there, and we're going to destroy it. We hunt down the Hamas.
Mr. Bennett, what responsibility do you think that the Israeli army now have on making sure that other families aren't torn apart by this, other innocents aren't lost in this? And I'm speaking specifically about the Palestinians in Gaza.
Well, the Palestinian... IDF does not target civilians ever.
We're not like our Nazi enemy.
If Hamas decides to murder its own people by using them as human shields, then Hamas will be responsible for murdering those Palestinians.
Stop, please. Let me finish. We've already distinguished between Hamas...
Mister. I want to tell you, shame on you.
You're trying to speak over me.
We are not... Shame on you.
It's nothing about shame. We're trying to have a conversation about a very serious situation here, and you are refusing to address it.
Jump over immediately, and again, you
absolutely not.
Narrative,
you are incorrect.
They are responsible, because I can tell you that when the UK,
absolutely
when Great Britain was fighting the Nazis during World War II, no one asked what's going on in Dresden. It was the Nazis targeting London, and you targeted Dresden. So
listen,
shame on you if you go on with that false narrative.
We're not talking about that, and in hindsight, many people have readdressed that kind of carpet bombing.
Babies. Oh, I see. Now you're Mr. Clean. Shame on you.
Absolutely not. And I'm not. Listen, Mr. Bennett, I am not in the military. I am a journalist asking you questions. Are you going to let me ask you a question, or are you continue shouting at me? We've already distinguished between Hamas and the Palestinians. I'm asking you very directly.
What do you want to ask?
Is going to be done to make sure that those innocent people don't get killed as innocent Jewish people were killed on Saturday?
We're going to target Hamas, and we're telling Hamas that if you use anyone as your human shield and you're going to shoot at us using human shields, that it's their responsibility. Listen, mister, if someone is shooting at your children and hiding behind a human shield, will you shoot back or not? I'm asking you a question. Someone's shooting at your children, but hiding behind civilians. What's the answer?
Mr. Bennett, I'm not here to answer your questions. I've asked you your questions and you have not answered them directly.
Eradicate Hamas.